Guys, welcome to Mixed Breed Entertainment, and today we are going to be making blackberry preserve, guys. And in order for you to do this, you need to get some jars, some little they're half pint jars, and you need a whole bunch of sugar, blackberries. You need a big old pot, a stove to cook it on. This is only like 3 ingredients, guys: sugar, blackberries, and a little like teaspoon of salt, guys. But we're gonna do this the way Mama used to make it, guys. So first thing you need to do is take your jars and wash them. And after I get them washed and cleaned, I'll let you know what the next step is. Alright, guys, so now that we got our jars washed, right there, they're drying. We got our lids washed and everything. We got these in a pot of water. We're going to put them on the stove. Now, what you want to do is you want to bring this here, the lids and everything on the stove. You want to bring it to a boil and just let it simmer for about 10 minutes, and that will be sterilized. But the jars we're going to put in the oven. I got the oven right now preheating at 200, and as soon as it gets to 200, we're going to be putting the jars inside, and we're going to let them sit in there for 20 minutes, and then those will be sterilized. At the meantime, you're going to need 12 cups of blackberries, and you're going to need 9 cups of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. But don't mix that together yet, guys. I'll show y'all the process in just a minute. Alright, guys, so now we got our jars in the oven, and that right there starting to heat up, and I need to bring it to a boil. Turn it up and let it simmer. Let this simmer for 10 minutes, guys, and then the jars for 20 minutes. Over here we got the blackberries. We got them in a pot. We're running them through some water. We got 12 cups of blackberries, guys. And you want to pick out that stuff right there. It'll bring, what this does is it brings all the leaves and all the stuff that you don't want into the stuff that you know, the bad stuff that you don't want. So what I do is I fill this up, and all that other stuff just kind of comes up, floats to the top, and I skim it off. Get all that bad stuff out of there. Oh, we lost one. So yeah, get all the bugs and get all the leaves that you don't want, all the bird poo-poo off there. Skim it off the top. Put it off here to the side so it all drains. But after you get that done, get it all cleaned up, guys, you're going to want to drain it. Drain it and get it ready for the process, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, guys, so we got our sugar. We got our blackberries drained and everything put in here. And I'm pretty sure one package, one of these 4-pound packages of sugar. I think that is 9 cups, but we're gonna see. We're gonna measure this out and see if we get 9 cups. If you want to use the whole thing, if it's just a little bit more or maybe a little less, it just depends on you how much sugar you want to use or how much blackberries you want to use. But this is what I'm using today, so we're gonna measure this out and we're gonna see if it comes out to 9 cups. And I'll see you in a second. Yes guys, so I measured that out and it did come to 9 cups. It was the whole bag that equaled 9 cups. And I'm just gonna separate these big clumps. But now we got our sugar in here. We're gonna turn this to a low medium heat and start getting it mixed up. We don't want to use a high heat because you don't want to burn the sugar, but you want to melt it slowly and start getting this broke down. And once it comes to a boil, guys, you want to use a large large pot like this one here, because this is all going to rise and you don't want it to overflow. So you use a bigger pot like this, that way you know it's not going to overflow. And mix it thoroughly. Keep mixing it, don't let it stick to the bottom. And like I said, once it comes to a boil, you're going to let that boil for about 3 minutes. And in 3 minutes, you're going to turn the heat off, let it break down, or let it start cooling off, and then it'll be ready to jar, guys. Guys, it's starting to heat up, it's starting to break down. Just keep stirring this. Like I said, just keep stirring it. It'll break down, turn into a liquid, guys. Just keep stirring it up. It's starting to. Oh, look at there, guys. It is breaking down. Oh, I gotta keep stirring this, guys. Wanted to show y'all. Just keep stirring it and stirring it and stirring it, guys. Alright, guys. We're still letting it, it's starting to get to a boil, but not quite there yet. And right now we only have the blackberries and the sugar in here. We don't want to put the teaspoon of salt in here until after it starts boiling, guys. I don't know why. It's just how Mama did it. So keep stirring this. Let's bring it to a boil, guys. I even turned the heat up a little bit. And we'll see you when it starts boiling. So the jars are done. I went ahead and hit off there to turn the oven off, and we're just gonna let those sit in the oven for a little bit longer until we're ready here. We'll be ready to use them. I'm gonna put them up here on the stove when I'm done. When I get ready, I'll show you guys in just a minute. But this stuff, man, look at this. Starting to bubble up, but she's not at a boil yet, guys. Guys, it's starting to rise up. It's starting to come up the side here. Starting to boil. Not there just yet, guys, but we'll be there in, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, but I'll see you in just a second. Oh, she's starting to boil. Starting to boil up. Look there, guys. Ooh. camera up. Steam my camera up. Not there yet, guys. Almost. Right there, guys. She's boiling pretty good there. When I stir it, and it kind of backs down a little bit, but it's still boiling. It's almost there, guys. We want it to keep boiling even as we stir it. Like that right there. See how that boiled back up right after I got done stirring it, guys? Stir it up like that, and then it'll go back down. It's still boiling. Alright, guys. From this point, at this rolling boil like this, guys, this is where you want to start timing it. So you want to do it for 3 minutes. Start the timer. And then I'll show you guys how I check it every now and then. We're gonna wait 3 minutes, and I'll see you in a minute. Keep stirring this while it's boiling. Guys, we're at the 2-minute mark, and this is what I do here. I get me a big old spoonful of it like this, and I'm gonna stick this in the refrigerator, guys. We're gonna stick it right in here in the refrigerator, let it cool off, and we're gonna see how it sets. But it's starting to congeal, and we're getting ready to put it into the jars. It's been 3 minutes. As soon as we put them into the jars, guys, we're going to be putting the lids on them. You want to fill them up and leave about 1/4 of an inch from the top. And once we fill them up, put the once we fill them up, we're going to put the lids on them and turn them upside down.
I'm not going to touch the inside of the lid if I can help it.
So we got our jars here cooling off, and you're going to be hearing a pop. These things are going to pop when they're ready. And when they pop, then they're done. They're sealed. But there you go. There's blackberry preserves right there, guys.
This app has got me curious. This app has got me delirious. This app has got me feeling like I need a fucking exorcist.
See what you talking about. Trap. This game got you rondo. Feel like you're trapped with the signs do. Some things I believe, some things might need that scene that I yo. But try me, that's what you pay me for. Let's talk about it. Got a pen and the paper, let's rap about it. Got a mind that's open, let's talk about it. Yeah, try me.
I know it sounds crazy, it's supposed to be a game to me. Now something's stalking me. Feel like somebody's watching me. From the shadows all I see. From the shadows all I see. From the shadows all I see is I be.
Interesting. Can you explain the visions of the shadows that you see? What you mean? I don't judge, boy, I don't scheme. I'm trying to help, boy, can't you see? Multiple personalities, what I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3.
Anyways, I was playing the app dog the other day. See the white van creep up on me, I was at the pinpoint looking for a bill with a face on it. It was about 11 or 12 something. Found a letter with some blood on it. Tried to call the police, but they said I was stoned with it. I'm so high, blowing them demons, vaping B.
Feel the devils chasing me, chasing demons, judging me. Pass that shit, fuck this paper, show me it. Don't act like I be scared, cause I ain't it, yeah, I ain't it. Wanna see what you see, pin it. Let's ride, let's go peep it, let's go peep it, let's go peep it, let's go peep it, let's go peep it.
Ring around the rosy, to the pin we go. See the rose out here are lonely, the cold demons on me. Ashes to ashes, we all fall down.
Wait a minute, now hold up. Wait a minute, now hold up. Where everybody go? I'm walking alone, I'm out here. It's spooky as hell, I'm out here. Ain't no one to tell, hear voices like welcome to hell. Trying to find my patient, but gone like a spell. Walking and walking, I'm talking. Walking and walking, they watching. Walking and walking, they stalking. Drift on my shoulder, they flocking. Forcing my ears, it's mocking. Forcing my ears, it's mocking. I always feel like I always feel like I always feel like